just don't understand the destruction of this natural habitat. It's happened in the same place we had major problems before, and yet nobody seems to be opening their eyes to this.
The First Nations community and property owners at Ipperwash Beach are at odds once again, this time over a proposed plan to allow cars onto the beach. Members of the Chippewas of Kettle and Stony Point First Nation tore down a 41-year-old barrier meant to keep cars off the beach. That prompted property owner Mark Lindsay to erect a makeshift barrier of his own to stop the traffic.
It's cyclical. The water comes up, it takes some dune. The water goes back, it creates a wider beach, and it's just the way it is. And it's all part of the cycle. If we go and take those dunes out of there to make room for more cars, which is apparently the rumor, to park them, to charge for them, we are taking sand that really belongs to that lake. As a property owner, I cannot remove sand without either permits or getting a fine and getting told to put it back. Yet somebody can come along and completely destroy a natural ecosystem like that with vehicles, and this of all peoples are the ones that usually are standing for the right things. They're standing for the environment. They're fighting against pipelines. They're fighting against pollution. That's right to me. I have no problems with that. This is just ludicrous.
First Nation was not consulted in any way, shape or form when those barricades went up, and it is our historical trail. We should have been consulted in the first place, then we could have provided that reminder, that input at that time in 1972, I believe it was, when that happened. But that didn't take place, and it's been a concern to our elders, to our people, to our community as a nation, because it is part of our history, part of our natural roots.
All those properties along there went to what it says on that map as the approximate water's edge. The water fluctuates, as we all know, so as property owners you say, well, you can't run to the water. Well, we cover the liability on that ground, yet we still leave it open to the public.
Our understanding, and it's certainly again captured in law, that people do not own. It's actually impossible legally to own, straight down to the water's edge. So if people have deeds that say that, they really should investigate that.
I'm going to fight for what's right. That property's been in my family since 1956. My mother met my dad at the park. He was in the army. My mother worked in the park. So I'm from there too. It's my inherited right, and I'm on the planet now. There's a perfectly good road 100 meters away.
We as the First Nation, and I'm sure others, have been getting just as many positive and supportive messages, including some from the property owners in that particular area who have been saying, we support this. We've always wanted to share it, or it's good to be able to share it. It's good to know that the First Nation will bring its principles and values into the area. So there's always the reactions, and then there's always the reality, and